Hello, children. How are you? I hope you are all doing very well. Are you? And I hope you are making a lot of art as well. Besides reading and writing, I hope you are also drawing and painting, because today I'm going to tell you something about one of my favorite artists in the world. She was Mexican. Her name was Frida Kahlo. And this book has been written by Jonna Winter and illustrated by Anna Yuan. You see that? That's the cover of the book, Frida Kahlo. Okay, we have the name Farida, but she was Frida. So Frida's father, he was an artist and a photographer, and he teaches her how to use a paintbrush. You see that? He is a photographer, so you can see him behind the camera, and her mother takes care of a lot of other children. Frida had sisters. There were six of them, and often her mother is very tired, and Frida is lonely, even though she has sisters. She is not really, very happy about playing with them. So what she does is she invents an imaginary friend, and her friend's name is also Frida, and the two of them play games. See that? That's Frida, and that's the other Frida, her friend. And so they play games, they talk to each other, they tell each other stories. But all of a sudden, Frida falls very ill. She's in bed for months. There's something wrong with one of her legs. Even her imaginary friend can't cheer her, and that's when Frida teaches herself to draw. When she is ill and she's in bed, what keeps her going, what keeps her from becoming sad, is her ability to draw. And after she gets well, she still wants to make art, so she paints little paintings. They are copies of other paintings. She also learns to paint on photographs, because remember, in those days there was only black and white photography, and her father, although he was a photographer, but like I said, he was also an artist. So many people wanted their black and white photos to be colored, so he used to paint on photographs. Okay, now Frida also paints things she sees through a microscope. She loves looking at things very closely. So she has a microscope at home, and she takes a look at different things through the microscope to see what they look like. And at school, Frida studies science, but she's bored at school. School is too easy for her. Look, there's this illustration. Isn't it good? Yes. Now one day, what happens is that Frida is in a trolley, like a tram, and it collides with a bus when she's coming from school. So that's a horrible accident which happens, and Frida almost dies. She is in the hospital, and what saves her is her painting. She, it's like her imaginary friend that she had, called Frida. Because now, whenever she feels sad, she's painting, and she's painting forever, and that helps her to overcome her sadness and gives her hope. After that accident, life will never be the same for Frida. She will walk with a cane whenever she's able to walk, and her body will hurt always. You see that? Unfortunate time in her life, which will go on forever until she dies. that pain never leaves her, but she continues to paint. She does not complain about her pain, and she does not cry, but she makes paintings in which she is shown crying, in which her pain shows. So when she can't leave her bed, then she paints. When her whole body is put into a cast, she paints on the cast. Nothing stops her from painting. And did I show you this? Yes, I did, right? So this is what Frida looked like. She wore bouncy skirts, and she liked to put her head up and decorate it with a lot of flowers. And she had a unibrow, and she also liked to wear a lot of, like me, a lot of what do you call these, rings, finger rings and bangles. And she made pictures of animals, herself with the animals. You can see that, because all this in her imagination. And she imitates no one in her style. Okay, it's very unique, and her paintings are in museums all over the world, and people look at those paintings and they feel sad for her. They feel her sadness and her pain, and appreciate her beautiful paintings. And I was lucky to also have seen a lot of her work. So, did I tell you that Frida was born in Mexico in 1907? She was born on July 6, 1907, and she died also in July 13, in 1954. So, I hope you liked this introduction to Frida Kahlo, and you must look up her work, her paintings. If you have a computer, you Google her name, and you will, be able to see a lot of her work. So I hope you are making a lot of art. All right, Khuda Hafiz. See you tomorrow.